a number of you have some genuine concerns, and those concerns are whether or not you want to continue association with me in light of the fact that you know now that everything I do is being watched. I'm under 24-hour surveillance of every phone call, of every email, of every word spoken, everything said here on the Manning Report, every telephone call. We all know now that that is the case and has been the case for some time. And I was aware of it, but it's become obvious now to everybody that everything has been tamped down completely to the point where nothing I say or do at any place is not on record somewhere. Somebody's listening. So many would say, well, you know, I don't know if I want to be supportive of the Manning Report, of the calls, of the birth certificate, but I don't know if I want the, CIA or the Secret Service or the FBI or others know that I'm associated with Manning and the Manning Report. That's a legitimate concern. It is a legitimate concern. And I certainly appreciate your understanding of that, that we've come this far, but whether or not you can maintain and whether or not there should be, whether it's prudent for you to maintain association with me, or even anything that's posted on YouTube or posted on our website at Outlaw Media Network, or any way in which with the technology today, they can just trap you or trace you or listen to you or monitor you anytime they so desire to do so. Let me say this to you. I love America. I have not advocated to anything untoward. I have not spoken anything illegal. Everything I've spoken is within the rights and, in fact, is promoted by the Constitution, including trials for treason and the appropriate punishment for treason being death. I've only spoken that which the Constitution has promoted. And I think that you know that. I've also stated unequivocally that I do not represent myself, but I represent the Lord God Almighty, whose name is Jesus. It is out of his identification of the dark spirit of which Obama is and the dark kingdom from whence he has been birthed that I speak. I've made that clear. Obviously, having a ministry right here in the midst of Harlem, God has now changed the name to Outlaw, should demonstrate something of my commitment and sincerity. But I would understand if you would not be able to walk any further with me. I can clearly understand that you might want to seek your own safety and your own well-being. And certainly I would understand it and would be prayerful of you. I do know this, that prayers are not monitored. You can bow down on your knee in your secret closet and pray for me. Those things, fortunately, the CIA nor the Secret Service or the National Security Police or anybody else, they cannot monitor your prayers. Long as I know that you're out there praying for me, that will be sufficient. But can I just add this one addendum to those thoughts, and then I promise not to trouble you any further on this matter. I need your support now more than I have ever needed your support. Just last week, I spoke to our congregation at large, and I said to them that all of last year during the campaign, the general election, and also the primary election, I said to them that it was a very bumpy ride for the congregation, for us as a people. I've been their pastor for 27 years, and I've just never asked for anything. I've never asked for a house. I've never asked the church to buy me a car. I've never asked the church for anything. In fact, I don't even have anniversaries where they bring me gifts or celebrate my 10-year. I don't even do that. I just don't do it. Too busy, too many other things to do to stop and celebrate me. Besides, it's too soon to celebrate anything I've done, I figure, even in 27 years in the church. I've never asked the church members for anything, but I've always been there for them. for their funerals, for their sons in prison, for their deaths, for their sicknesses, their cancers, their tumors and strokes. I've been there for their homelessness. I've been there for their children. I've been there for the entire community of Harlem when it was homeless, when the community was homeless, when men were dying right after one another for AIDS or for violence, of the gangs, of the Bloods, the Crips, the hip hop music. I've been here for this community every day, night and day, 24 hours a day. I even live in the community. When there's a need for me to service this community as a pastor, I don't have to drive in from prestigious Westchester County or from Long Island, Nassau County, or from prestigious Bergen County. I don't have to get in my car and drive in to Harlem to attend to anything that might be of a pastoral duty or where I can serve. I'm right here on the block on 123rd Street. I'm here already. I'm here 24/7. I'm in the community. I live, I work in the community. People see me, the children see me. I operate a school, 3 schools in the community. I'm ever present. I've always been here for the people. I've always been here for them, and not because I'm looking to be able to state this or maybe to document this at some point. I just have. I want to live where I work. If I serve these people on behalf of Jesus, I want to live with them. That's what a shepherd does. So I've never asked anybody for anything. But last year, when Obama was gaining ground and the media was covering him and he was so popular that even Jesus took a back seat, people began to desert me. Those same people that I had been with and had never asked for anything, but after the November 4th election and up to the November 4th election, when I needed the people that I had served so diligently and so faithfully, when I needed them, the one time in 27 years I needed them, the one time in 27 years that I needed them, they left me. The one time in 27 years I asked them for their support, they didn't give it. Some, not all. Some, not all. The one time I asked them to please go with me, even though you don't understand. I know you're excited about the fact that he is allegedly a black man, and I know you're excited about that, but I'm telling you, God has not sent this man. God, indeed, he's been sent by the devil. He comes out of a dark kingdom. He is a dark spirit. I pleaded with them, and they said, we will not support you. Members of the congregation, members of the community, members of the family at large deserted me. Now, I'm not complaining about that. I'm trying to make a larger point. I'm not complaining because the truth of the matter is there are many who stayed with me, even though their families told them, get out of that church, get out of there, get out of there. Leave him alone. Walk away. God done sent us a black president. Manning's a false prophet. Get out of there, they said. Get out of there, they said. Get out of there. That's what they said. But the people stayed, and they're still with me, and I appreciate that. I simply want to say to you that I know that it is tenuous and perhaps threatening and dangerous to continue to associate with me right now, but I need you. I need you not to walk away. I need you to continue emailing. I need you to continue support. I need you now. I need you now. I need you now. And can I say one further thing? Have we come to a time when we are so intimidated by our government that we are afraid to communicate with anybody that disagrees with our government from a spiritual, biblical, constitutional point of view? I've not come to you and talked to you about communism. I've not come to you and talked to you about socialism. I'm not the one that says take from the rich and give to the poor. I'm not the one that says that America has been an evil nation. I'm not the one that has apologized and said that America has done a lot of evil things around the world. I'm not the one that says that America is not a Christian nation. I'm not the one that says that America is indeed perhaps the largest this Islamic nation. I'm not the one. I've said no such thing. I've said no such thing. I've said no such thing as that. I'm not the one who hangs out with friends that tramples on the American flag. I fly the American flag over our church and school every day proudly. I wear the American flag. I salute the flag. I sing the national anthem. I'm not the one who's fold their hands and look to the floor when the national anthem is rendered. I'm not the one who's done that. Yea, I'm the one who has promoted America to the best of my abilities, loved her with the love that she deserves. Why leave me at this time? Have we come to a point in time where we are so intimidated by our government that we run away from patriots? Would you have run away from George Washington? Would you have run away from Patrick Henry as well? Would you have deserted Patrick Henry when he stood in the church and said, give me liberty and give me death? Would all the church members have then gotten up and walked out and said, we're not coming back to this church anymore?